Today I bring you a classic cookie recipe with a modern day twist, perfect for the upcoming Christmas season, although you could have it any time of year. This colour just looks absolutely extraordinary, and I guarantee you as soon as you see it, you're going to want one. Have a look at these beautiful red velvet chocolate chip cookies on the One Pot Chef. Let's get started making our cookies. Now, I'm using my big stand mixer today. You don't need to use one of these if you don't have one. Don't worry about it. You can just use a regular hand mixer, will be fine. But I just find when I'm doing a big batch of cookies, the big mixer is always good to use. So first things first, I'm putting in 125 grams of butter. That's nice, soft, room temperature butter. 125 grams is about a stick in American measurements. And to that I'm going to add in half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar. And all we need to do is start mixing our butter and sugar together until they're nicely creamed together. Next I'm going to add in 1 egg, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a quarter of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and 2 tablespoons of red food colouring. Now that sounds like a lot, but the red food colouring, you need a good dose of it in order to get that red velvet colour. Now all we need to do is start beating this together. Don't be afraid to scrape down the sides occasionally just to make sure everything's getting mixed together properly. And with the mixer going, what we're going to do is start adding in our flour. I've got 1 3/4 cups of self-raising flour, which I'm just going to slowly and gradually add in while it's beating. As you can see, we've got that lovely deep red velvet coloured mixture there, and all that's left to do is to add our chocolate chips. I'm putting in 250 grams, or about a cup and a half, of white chocolate chips. You don't have to use white chocolate. You could use milk or dark if you prefer, but I think the white really sort of stands out. And all you need to do is just carefully fold them into the dough. And all that's left to do is to take spoonfuls of the mixture, and we're just going to carefully roll them into balls using your hands. Make sure they're nice and clean until you get a nice little ball, and continue with the rest. Once rolled, arrange some of the balls onto an oven tray lined with some non-stick baking paper, and I've left a little gap between each of the balls. That way when they spread out they won't end up connecting together. But these are ready to go into the oven. Preheated oven, 200 degrees Celsius, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 10 to 12 minutes, or until the cookies have spread and are looking absolutely gorgeous. While our cookies are in the oven, I thought I'd take an opportunity to remind you to check out my social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Links in the video description underneath this video on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button and that little notification bell next to it. That way you won't miss out on any of my new videos. This is our first batch of cookies fresh out of the oven. They look absolutely gorgeous. Look at that beautiful crinkling effect on top. They've spread out, but they're still quite soft. Just touch it there. I strongly recommend you leave them on the tray for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Allow them to firm up slightly before transferring them onto a wire rack to cool completely. I also recommend only doing 1 tray at a time. I find they cook much more consistently if you do 1 tray at a time rather than trying to do 2 at a time. And here we have our completed red velvet chocolate chip cookies ready to eat, and they look absolutely stunning. That beautiful colour, the rich red and the white dots all through it, absolutely stunning. I managed to make about 30 cookies out of this mixture, using about a tablespoon of mixture per cookie, but it really comes down to the size. You can make them smaller or larger depending on your own personal taste. I cannot wait to dive in and have a taste of these. How stunning are they? Look at that colour. Absolutely gorgeous. Time for me to dive in and have a taste. Yum. Just like a proper chocolate chip cookie should be, it's crisp on the outside and slightly chewy on the inside. That beautiful, shocking dark red with the little white flecks all through it. Honestly, perfect for Christmas, although red velvet isn't just for Christmas, it's for life. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Check out my other videos at OnePotChefShow.com. And until next time, see you later. These are absolutely beautiful. The whole kitchen smells absolutely amazing. And seriously, I need a glass of milk or maybe a glass of eggnog to wash some of these down. Honestly, they're just so beautiful. You're going to want to make these. Trust me, everyone's going to love them.